Happy Friday, everybody! I have a haul to share with you all today, but first I want to share some little treat tags that I created. Actually, it's kind of a combination of a tag, a card, and a treat box all in one. So I created this little snowman treat box here using a stamp and die set from Papertrey. It is the Shape It Up Snowman die. I actually have two sets. Don't ask me how I ended up with two, but I have two sets of the dies and the stamps here. So you can see which set it is. These are a very old set from 2011 from Papertrey Ink. So I went ahead and stamped all of the pieces and parts for the snowman and die cut him out. It is a card, so it does open up and you will see Joyful Holiday Wishes stamped on the inside. And then on the back, I have a to and from. This comes from the new Make It Market kit for this Christmas from October release. And then these little bubbles here that I used are something I had in my stash for a long time. So if you guys remember, at Tuesday morning they had these little clear compacts from Tattered Angels, $2 for 9 sets. And I say set because it's both a top and a bottom. Here is the top, and it's about an inch deep, almost an inch, but not quite. And then here's the bottom, and they click together, but I didn't use the bottom. I only used the top. So basically, I cut a hole out of the center of the snowman using my trusty Fiskars circle cutter. I basically found what the correct measurement was for this particular diameter of this shaker piece here. And I inserted some Santa chocolates in his belly. And then there's actually 2 layers here. So there's a snowman single layer that has the hole cut out in it. And then there's the card layer, which is basically your cardstock folded in half and then cut towards the top here. And then I glued all the pieces, you know, where they're supposed to be. I cut up some scrap felt from Papertrey after stamping all of the pieces here, and then just glued them all together. So I made actually 2 of these. And the reason I did that was, or did these, is because I was playing around waiting for my new order to come in. And it has come in today, so I want to share that with you, the new release order from Papertrey. I did get this set used. It is called Simply Jane. I know I have the stamp set in my stash already, but I never got the dies. So this seller had the stamp and the die together, and so I went ahead and purchased it for the dies. So glad to have that in my stash. And then this is the other set called Words to Live By Joyful that I used on the inside of my snowman. So there is that. But I wanted to share my release haul. Oh, and the other thing I used for my cardstock was this shimmer paper. I don't know. Well, you can probably see it if I tilt it. This is from Recollections, and it's a 65-pound cardstock that I used. Okay, so my release haul. I basically purchased the entire release this month yet again, which I was not planning on doing, but I had to place a second order for something I forgot to put in my cart. So let's just start on the top. The Season's Greetings Sentiment Staples stamp set. This is a really affordable, and I really like their small sets because there's so much you can do with them. Like you can stamp this on the outside and then put these on the inside of the card, or you can put them together on the outside or the inside. So I do like that about their $5 sets. I got the Corner Adorner for this month, and it is the peace sign and a holly wreath that's layered, and then you get the piece as well, the word piece. So there's a look at the stamp set back there, and then of course I got the dies to go along with. And then this one is Words to Live By Peace. So the word peace, I got the die, and then this is the stamp set that it coordinates with. So again, it's a $5 set, very affordable. This is the corner adorner for this month. I love the bow here, and it's multiple pieces, so it's really nice. You can actually layer it in different ways, and it also has a sentiment, deck the halls, and then this is the die that coordinates with it. So I got those both. Okay, so this is the reason for the snowman. Betsy Velbin designed 3 different critters. This is a penguin die, this is a reindeer die, and then this is a Santa. Although you could make them into something else if you were adventurous. And then this is the sentiment set to go around their bellies. And it's the same ideas that I did with the the snowman. But these are specifically in the release this month. So I was waiting for these to get here, and I thought, oh, why don't I try it with an existing die that I have? And I did. And you can see the circle here is where the belly could be cut out of. Or you could just make them into tags if you didn't want to put treat holders in them. I ordered this in my first order and forgot to put these in my order. And these are the treat holders in a 1/2 inch depth. These are the XL ones. They have a large one that is only a 1/4 inch deep. So if you had something, like if you wanted to do a shaker versus a treat box, you would use the more shallow ones. These are for, you know, things like you could put M&Ms in them or something like that. So there's 20 in a pack, and so I ordered 2 packs of those in my second order. And then I got this one, and they actually combined my orders together, which is nice. I didn't have to wait any extra time for the second box to get here. This is the new Fawn and Flora from Betsy Velbin. Look how adorable this doe is. She is just adorable. And the way she designed it was to use for different seasons. You don't have to just use it for Christmas. So I've seen the baby cards, spring cards, the winter ones. Really, really cute. And of course, here's the die that goes along with it. I did purchase some standalone dies. This is the tag pocket that came out this month. Tag pocket die. I actually don't have very many tag pockets. They're mostly, you know, just tags. This is the new stitch bag that Lizzie Jones put out. And also the the stitch years, so you can actually use this on any number of stitching projects to put the year on them. So if you're making keepsakes, you could do that. I have the original set as well, so this one just, you know, 2018 onward. I think there's 4 or 5 years in here. The Shapeshifter square. Now, there is a similar one in a rectangle where it's the twigs, but this is a square, and the center die is actually different from the twigs one, the rectangle twigs one. So I had to pick that up. That one's really pretty. This is the bold borders for this month. It's flurries, I think it was what it was called. So it's all snowflakes, and then the joy die in the middle. They always release a word inside of the center frame, so you get 2 dies in one. This was an extra purchase. I wanted this die for some birthday cards. It says Wish Big. So this is an older die set. I also purchased this one, which is another gift card die for decorating for Christmas. I wanted to have another one in my stash that I could use that was slightly different than the one I already had. That is a non-Papertrey Ink. I don't actually have a Papertrey Ink one that's a gift card holder. So I purchased that. This set here is actually the set that coordinates with their Community Garden Stamp-A-Fair stamp. So in August they had Stamp-A-Fair, and if you bought the kit, you got the free stamp set. But you could purchase the stamp set, or you could get the free stamp set if you purchased over $100 that weekend that they had it. This is the actual die that coordinates with that stamp. They didn't have them at the time, so you could purchase them separately. So that's the die. And then here is the cutest penguin set. It's a layering stamp. I got the die set too. It's called Warm and Fuzzy. I don't know who designed... Oh, Betsy, of course. Betsy Velbin designed this one. And then I got Twinkling Trees. This one is by Rebecca Luminarius. So it's a whole bunch of tree things. Very modern looking. That's her style, I think. And then I got the die set that goes, coordinates with it. Sending Joy. This one is a stamp set. I think this was Kim. Yeah, Kimberly Crawford. She has a couple of different pieces of nature elements, and then the joy and some sentiments, and then also this distressed gingham. And then, of course, I got the die to coordinate. This one doesn't have a die. It's called Pleasing Envelopes. So this is meant for decorating envelopes, but there's no reason why you couldn't use it on a card. So I just like the way that it's drawn. It's a layered stamp as well. So really cool set to have. And you don't have to just use it for the holidays. These little words here that say special delivery for, you could use that outside of the holidays, obviously. So I like this set. Warm and Fuzzy from Nicole. Socks and mittens. Of course, socks and mittens. And then I got the die set for it. I just couldn't resist the socks. That's really why I wanted it. And it's a good size here. So you get the solid stamp for the sock, and then you can decorate the sock with different patterns. Oh, and this one was from Dawn. Oh, I love this. I have not seen an Amaryllis stamp yet. I'm sure some other companies probably done this before, but I don't think I've seen one. So, of course, I had to get it. And it's a good size layering stamp. Look how big the flowers are here for this layers. So I got that and the die set to go with. And then the last one I got is the Winter Window. Now, I don't have a stamp set that is a window. I only have die sets that are windows. So, of course, I was like, oh, I have to have the stamp. And when I decided I was going to get the stamp, I, of course, threw the die in. So, that is my October release haul from Papertrey Ink. I hope you enjoyed it. And thanks for watching. Hopefully, you'll get some crafting in this weekend. I may get that in. The weather is so nice, it's fighting me to either go outside and do something or stay inside and craft. It's kind of hard to decide. Maybe I can do both. So, enjoy your weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.